Carlos Zeca, the man, the footballer, the legend, the captain of FC Copenhagen. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing good. That's as you know, everybody knows. It's just taking care of my injury and try to do the best to come back and can help the team. But yeah, some days are different than the others. But I'm trying to keep myself confident and positive.
But you've been injured for quite some time now, and you're working and fighting to get back. How is it doing? Is it going according to plan? I don't know. It's probably hard to say a plan if you're injured, but I mean, are you getting back to normal after according to plan?
Yes, like everything is going in a good way. I can say. I had some step backs 1 month ago, one and a half month ago, but I think it's normal in the injury like that when you don't know what is going to be the next day. The next day you wake up with the pain. The other one you feel amazing, and so it's being challenge for me. So. I'm just thinking day by day, but it's a big challenge for my head.
But also mentally, I guess we're sitting here in the training grounds of FC Copenhagen. It's a match day of the day of recording, and you're here all by yourself, training with the physicist and stuff like that. How do you cope with that? You're used to every week go on the pitch and work with what you have. Now it's a different fight, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, and I cannot say it's very hard because since I became professional, I had played all the seasons, most of the games, always ready for the trainings, and at this moment I'm not able to help my teammates, to help the team. So. You feel quite you cannot do so much for them, and this is make me feel a little bit sad, and of course I know they are doing very well without me, and I didn't expect anything else, to be fair, because he's not a person who can make the difference, in my opinion, in every club in the world. It's a team, and they are doing very well. I'm just sad that I'm not doing with them. Yeah, but it's hard to be in the days like this today, and being here with the physio and maybe 1 or 2 players, and they leave earlier than you. But this is the moment that makes you maybe be ready for another situations, make you a little bit more stronger. And this is what I'm trying to get out from my injury.
You have a big heart when you play. Is it the most difficult thing for you? Is that not to help your teammates?
Yeah, that is the most hard thing for me, to don't be there for them. Like I said, they are doing very well, but I wanted to be part of this fight with them and help them in the way they help me as well in the pitch and outside the pitch. So it's the most hard thing, because you want to do what you love, that is football, but this is a collective sport, and like we like to help each other and fight for each other and be there for each other in the good and the bad moments.
At least we look forward to seeing you back on the pitch, and we hope that it will go well, and of course, hopefully you'll be soon. Welcome for talking to us here on Kvart, which is media about everybody who loves FC Copenhagen. We are, as I said before, recording in an auditorium here in your training ground. For people listening, they can't see it, but we're in an auditorium where you have some blue seats. What happens here on a regular basis? What do you do in here?
Yeah, normally here this is our room when we watch the opponents and we see the videos of the other teams. We see the videos after the game, what we can improve, or any meeting we have as a team, we have it here. So this is our background for every game to be prepared.
And so when you watch the games and what you can improve and make the analysis, is it the whole team together that's here, or is it different groups of players, or is it individual players?
Normally, is all the group are here, and the coach and the staff, they show what they want for the next game, or what they want for the training, or what we're gonna train. Of course, sometimes it can happen the coaches take the defenders to show him some clips, the midfielders to show individual clips, the attackers. But normally is all the team to see. So we are all aware what we're gonna do, and in the game you don't know who's gonna play, so everybody need to be ready and know what the coach asks for us.
This interview is about you, Carlos Zeca. We want to know a little bit more about you, the person we know from every Sunday on the pitch, the person that we cherish so much, and as a captain of FC Copenhagen, and as Kasper said, your big heart. But just to warm you up to this interview, we have some fast intro questions. And the first one is, you're known to have quite a talent for languages. Would you prefer this interview to be made in Danish or in English?
Listen, this is the only language I couldn't learn was Danish, because as most of the people know, I can speak Portuguese, Greek, Spanish. I can speak a little bit Italian, some words in French, but Danish for me is so hard. Sometimes I tried, but my teammates, they say to me, well. So I prefer to say it in English.
Yeah, perfect.
But if we win the title this summer, we maybe can make an interview in Danish.
Jeg snakker dansk, ja.
Fantastic.
Cool, Carlos. Who is the best player you ever played with as a teammate?
In my whole career, right?
Whole career.
Whole career.
It's hard for me to say one. I think now in my mind is coming around 4.
That's cool. Let's take them then.
And I would say one was Hugo Leal. He played in Atletico Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, Benfica. Because when I go to the first division in Portugal, he was the person who was next to me, and he was playing as a midfielder as well. And it was amazing. The other one is Sebastian Leto, that I play with him in Panathinaikos. Mladen Petric, a Croatian that played in Dortmund, and he played with me in Panathinaikos. And for me as well, Rasmus Falk.
We'll get back to your connection with Rasmus Falk. So this is just a quick intro questions. Can we hope to see you play a match this season?
I hope as well. One of my targets, I don't know if it's going to be very realistic, but we need to have a target sometimes, and not sometimes. I think in everything in life, even though it's not so realistic, it makes you work harder, and at least you have a plan, a target. And my target, it was maybe I can play a game or play some minutes in a game this season. But if it not happen, I will accept it the same. But I would like, yes.
And last intro question here: will FC Copenhagen win the Danish championship this year?
We don't know the future. We are in the position, very good position at the moment, and everything depends on us. So I would say we are a very big candidate to win. We want to win. We will do everything to win. But in life, nothing is sure. But like if you say who you believe are going to win the league, I will say we will win the league.
Perfect. We'll get back to FC Copenhagen and your stay in Copenhagen a little bit later. But I'd like to start with the beginning of your career. Why did you become a footballer?
Yeah, I always liked to play football. Where I live, in the neighborhood where I live in Lisbon, because my mother and my father, they separate when I was young, but always I was in the place of my father during the days, and we always go to the street to play football. And one time, one of my friends, he was playing in the team, and he said, "Do you want to come with me just to make some trial?" Because it was the beginning of the season. And I said, yeah, it's okay for me. So I went there to a trial, and after the first training, the coach told me he wanted me to come and to make part of the group. And that was the moment that I started to, even though I was 9, 10 years old, like this is what I really want to do. So it starts from there.
When did you know that you had the potential of being a professional footballer?
I quite don't. I was saying, the people in the club that I played, they were saying like I was a good player, and I had the potential. And of course, they told me like not everybody can do that. But it was hard because I stayed 12 years in this same club, all my youth until the first team. And when I was 17, 18, I think I was there like, I can do it. I think it can happen. Because at the time I was called for the trainings of under 18 of national team of Portugal. And then I feel it that I can become a professional football player. And at 21, I was still in the 3rd division with the club I played, and then my expectations went a little bit down, because 21, I'm still in 3rd division, I need to face the reality. It's not normal. I see some kids with 20, 19 years old playing in the 1st division, and I'm far away from them. So I was looking for another job as well, to do beside football, because I needed to help my family, my mom, and
what did you do?
I was looking for something. I actually had a friend who works in IKEA, and I was asking to him if he can help me with that. But in the end of that year, I received a proposal for a first division club in Portugal. And then I say, okay, thank you for the help, but
but IKEA, no,
IKEA or playing football, unless they have a championship in IKEA.
Did you ever have any other dreams of becoming a footballer? Did something that you wanted?
No.
So this was your life and your passion and your
this
dream?
was. I was living for that all the time. I was living for that all the time. I remember when I was young. I needed 1 hour to go for training, so I finished the school, running to take the bus, change myself in the bus, putting the shoes, the shin pads, the clothes, so I could leave the bus and run again to the training and try to arrive on time, So was lovely moments of my life that I remember with a lot of passion, and was funny moments. But from that moment, I just think like, I want to be that. I didn't have a plan B.
So when you were a teenager, there was no problem when the other ones were going to parties and something like that, because you only have one goal, or?
I didn't went so much out as well, because when I was young, my mom she had my brother, and most of the times I was the one who take care of my brother during the night, because she needed to sometimes to work, or she needed sometimes to sleep because she comes very tired, and it was only me, my mom, and my brother. So even in the summers, I stay home with my brother. He was like 4 months old, and I was 11, 12, and I take care of him in the summer, staying all day at home with him. So my teenager life was not really the same as the other ones.
Is that a sacrifice that you do? Did you see it as a sacrifice when you were a teenager?
It's a sacrifice for, you can call it sacrifice, but it's for the family, you know. You do everything for the ones you love. Even though I was very young and maybe I didn't know, maybe I was sometimes really mad with the situation. But I always live with my mother and see how much she worked hard to give us the things we need. And yeah, I needed to help. I needed to sacrifice some things. But life is about sacrifices.
Mm. And then you play one season in the best league in Portugal, and then you go to Greece. Mm. How is that shifting your whole background, your family, your mother, your brother out, and then going to Greece?
Yeah, it changed everything. It's the first time I went out from Portugal. It's the second time I'm inside a plane with another country. I didn't speak any English, any Greek, so I went there, and was hard because you always have. At that moment, I had my ex-wife as well, but you always have your family, your friends together with you, and from one moment to the other, you are alone. And was quite challenge for me, that change, but it's like it's gonna change my life, the life of my family too. So I needed to do it, and was a big step in my career.
You were in Panathinaikos for quite some years. Mm-hmm. How was your time in Greece, playing for Panathinaikos?
Yeah, was really good. I used to say I'm a very lucky guy, because my professional career I played in 3 clubs. One of them I just played 1 year, was in the first division. But then, like in Panathinaikos, in FCK, I stayed a long time, and I'm lucky because people loves me so much. They make me feel I'm home in both places, and Greece they make me feel like this. They make me feel they care about me, they love me, they respect me, and it's more easy to work in an environment like this. And the connection I had with this club was really big, that I was thinking I will play all my career there. And it was some talks with the president. He was the one who said to me as well, you need to become Greek because you're gonna play all your career here. So was a lovely moments, with up and downs, of course, that is happening in football. But overall, I have only good memories and experience by playing there and living there.
Do you feel Greek, or do you feel Portuguese, or even Danish now?
As I say, I always will feel Portuguese. I born Portuguese, but I feel Greek as well. I have Greece in my heart. They give me so much. It's not now. It's more common in football. But for me, it meant a lot. They give me a chance to play for their country, and that is it shows. Of course, what you have done was good, and people want you. But I think they don't take anybody, just like a random person or a random player, to do that. And the way they embrace me in the culture and in the national team and the Greek people is something that I will always remember, and I want to give them back all that they give it to me, and all the chance to be where I'm today. Because probably if it was not Panathinaikos, I wouldn't be here making this interview with you. So I only have to say thank you to them.
But it must say a lot about your personality, because in professional football today, a lot of people move around and they move fast because there's better offers and stuff like that. It seems like loyalty or connecting or belonging means a lot to you in your clubs you played in.
Yeah, I think in life, I'm a kind of person like this. Life for me is about connections, to be respectful with everybody, try to make the best to be the best version of you, and deliver that to the other ones who cross in your life. And in football, I think is like this, because I give everything I have all the time I step in the pitch, and people can see that and relate themselves with me, and that is, I think, is a perfect match between the club and me as a player. That makes we have this good connection and stay in the club for longer years and a longer period. So,
but you changed your citizenship, as you talked about before. So you played on the national youth team in Portugal. Had you ever dreamed about becoming a Portuguese national player, or what were your thinking when you changed your citizenship?
Of course, it was a period that I think I would have the chance to play for a Portuguese national team, and it was a dream as well. But sometimes you need to say, like, okay, I think I'm a good player, but probably I'm not like Bruno Fernandes, you know. We cannot all be the same. And at certain point, I didn't think so much about that. Like, if it happens, it happens. But I didn't have more expectations to represent the first team of Portugal. And like I said before, everything, when I was in Greece, everything shows that I'm gonna stay. People in the club wanted me. I wanted the club. We had a very good relationship. I was there for 6 years, and I think I extend my contract 3 times. So the things is going well. And when it comes this opportunity, and then you feel you make part of something. I mean, part of something, part of the Greek community, and I even have people from the other clubs, the rival clubs, texting me that they was happy to me to become a Greek. So they wanted me, and I wanted that opportunity. That I say, I don't even doubt. When I had the conversation, I answer straight away.
What is your relationship to Panathinaikos today? You have been away for a few years now. You have been here. What is your relationship?
Yeah, I still I have 2 persons at the club that I call my father and mother from Greece. That we become in contact so many times. With the president, we had a great relationship. We don't talk that often, but I can say we are friends, and we still have communication. And with some players that play with me in the national team, we talk sometimes. But during the years, the connection to the club, it went a little bit down. but it's normal because when I was there, I defend the colors of Panathinaikos with everything, and now I'm defending the colors, even though Panathinaikos means a lot to me, but I'm defending the colors of other club, and I think it's not fair that, or is that so nice, like I'm talking about all the time the previous club, even though they know what I feel, but my mind now is here and what I can do better for FCK.
Your former teammate from Panathinaikos, Marcos Berg, he recently spoke about his experience in Greece, about corruption and predetermined decisions and results and stuff like that. It sounds really colorful compared to the boring Scandinavia. Did you ever experience anything like that? I guess it's a different place to play than in Copenhagen.
Yeah, it's different place. It's different place. About that corruption, I think everybody knows. I think it's public, all these things with the problems with the referees and presidents of some clubs. So it's a different reality. It's a different reality from the fans. That if you lose a game or you don't perform well, maybe you cannot go for a coffee in the center of the city because people will talk with you and it's not that friendly. Yeah, but I experience a lot of things there that I didn't know. And it's completely different than in Denmark.
Copenhagen have been playing against PAOK a couple of times here lately, and were you in Greece also? Yeah. So I guess that was enemy territory for you to go to that part of the country.
Yeah, I felt some hate, but as well I felt some respect. When I come on the pitch, the crazy fans, the ultras, there was like saying bad words to me, but that is normal. But when we went to tribune, and some people was there, and they turn around to me and they wish me all the best with my recovery, and they hope I become better soon and I can play. And they show me that as well. And when we played against PAOK here, when I come with my crutches, I was giving an interview for a Greek channel, and he even asked me like, did you expect the fans of PAOK would clap for you when you come inside the pitch? And I say, to be fair, no. But I think that this shows a kind of person I am, a kind of player I am, that the rivals as well.
And then suddenly you came to Copenhagen from Panathinaikos. Can you tell us a little bit about the differences between the cultures?
Yeah, it's different. It's different, I think, in every aspect. Because, like I said before, the fans here, maybe they see you on the street and they don't talk with you, just don't bother you because they respect, or they say, okay, he's a normal person, he deserves his time. In Greece, the fans, they go crazy and they come to you. If you lose a game, perform bad, you have people waiting for you outside the pitch. I played so many derbies that we won inside the pitch, and then in the end of the game they say we lost because our fans get inside the pitch or they throw some things. And I think the Greek people, because Danish people, they have a not more, like, can I say, more safe life. You live better, you have better structure by the governments and everything. And in Greece it's difficult, it's people working for a small amount of money with a family. So when they go to the football pitches to release all their frustrations, and like if even the team of them is losing, they cannot release that frustration. It's coming more sad and more mad, and so they need to find a way, or they wait for the players, or in the stadium they react in a different way. They are more, I say, with a hotter blood, you know. they explode more fast.
And then you come to Copenhagen. How did that happen? I mean, so you put your heart in a Greek club. You put your heart in the Greek community and country, and all of a sudden you're here in Scandinavia. What happened?
Yeah, it was tough. 9 days when I found out FCK wanted me, because at that moment. I was like, I don't know if I want to leave from Panathinaikos. But then during the negotiations, a lot of things happened with the Panathinaikos, and I felt like, in just a few words, I felt like it was better for the club, and at the same point, it was better for me. And the project that Ståle and Johan Lange they introduced to me, and as well what the club was doing with Champions League, with winning the league, playing all the time European competitions. That was something that in Panathinaikos at that time we didn't had. So. It's like me and the club, we came in the situation that it's going to be better for us. It's going to be better for you. So let's do it. So and then I start to see the things in a different way. I start to prepare myself mentally for another country. That I was one time I was playing against Bromby with Panathinaikos. And when I come here and I look at the weather, and the weather was so bad, and it was raining, and in Greece we were 30 degrees, and I was even joking with my friend, like, for how much money you come to play to this country? And I say, not even for that certain amount, I'll not come here to play. And the next year I was here, you know. So life brings us to different things, but. Everything went quite fast, and in the end, I think was the best decision for me, for the club.
Can I ask you about the money? Because I read somewhere that when you changed to Panathinaikos, you were sold for 400,000 euros, and I'm not sure if it's right, but I just read it. And when you changed to Copenhagen, it's for 1.5 million euros. But nowadays, you see really young people going for extreme amounts of money. How do you look on that? Because I know you're a professional footballer and you come with your heart and stuff like that. But how do you look at the explosion of money in football?
Yeah, I think is quite normal now. It's a huge business, football, and now if you don't invest in a young player, you know you're gonna lose him. But the thing I'm more concerned is the side of the player, because you buy a young talent for 20 million, 25 million, and then it's not just buy this kid. This kid needs a lot of things behind. He needs support. He needs somebody to teach him how to deal with the money they're gonna win in the contract. They need to teach them how to deal with their own expectations and the expectations from the club, because we spend a lot of money in you, so we need the fast results. And I think this is the thing I see it. Football is not doing so well to protect the players, but the rest, transfers and everything. I think it's quite normal now. At the time I transferred, of course, I transferred from a small club in Portugal that 400,000 euros could be very good for them, and as well at the moment at Panathinaikos, because we had difficulties, and all the money could come to the club could help them. And so it's different when you buy a player from a club who needs money than to another club who don't need really the money, that they can stretch a little bit more and get more money.
Let's get back to your start here. The first time I remember seeing you was against Midtjylland, and you scored a goal. You don't do that every day, so no. remember all your goals. You quickly made a huge amount of fans. What did that mean to you? Because you had so much love in Panathinaikos. What did that mean to you that the fans here supported you from the first time?
I knew it because all the time when you have a change and go to another place, you want to have a huge impact. You want to create this empathy between you and the fans and the club. And I was very excited to be in Parken. The stadium in Parken when I come in was unbelievable stadium. I recorded to think like even the stadium close. Well, I never see that, you know. And then I think I played a very good game and I scored a very good goal. So was a perfect start for me. And we won the game against Midtjylland. So that I win a little bit the trust of the fans, and they start to liking me more, and that as well give me more confidence. And I had Ståle, and that point in the beginning that it gave me a lot of confidence that it helps me to show myself and to bring the best out of me.
One thing is the fans, the stadium, but what does the city of Copenhagen mean to you, and what do you do in your spare time here?
This is quite a hard question. It's like Copenhagen, I feel, is a very, very beautiful city. It's very structured with everybody respect each other, and everything is like planned, and with the bikes, with the traffic lights, with the people walking on the street, don't messing with each other, and that makes you like live in the country that it's safe. You know, you have healthcare, you have school for free and everything. So the people have a better life, and I'm feeling good here in Copenhagen. I feel happy. The city makes me happy. Just like I say, and you have heard a lot of times, the weather is hard for me. So that I was used to go out and drink some coffee in Greece in the sun outside, you know, and here I cannot do it. So most of the times I stay home. Of course, when I have time to enjoy myself, I do it. But during the days, it's more. I'm home. Sometimes I gather myself with Marius and Pep, and we just see some football, cook, because Mario likes to cook, so he cook for us. And that's my days basically.
Is it Greek cooking he does, or what is his specialty?
It's more Italian, because I don't even call him Greek. I call him Italian because he looks like Italian and he speaks very good Italian. So, and he likes to cook pasta. So it's a kind of Italian way, you know.
Was it, if we look in the football pitch, was it your first title in 2019 as a football player, senior player?
My first league, I won a cup with Panathinaikos. I don't have 2014, I guess. 2014, I won a cup with Panathinaikos. But every player wants to win a league. And for me it was very special because it was my first league title at my first year as the captain of the team, and it couldn't be more happy than at my second year to win the title, because the club couldn't stay like 2 years as well. Without winning the title, this is not what the people expect and the people used to, and what is the demands from the club.
So you came to Copenhagen. You're a big part of FC Copenhagen now. You are the beating heart of Copenhagen. You're the captain. What is your role on the team? So when you're not playing, so when you go out, when you're here on the training facilities and stuff like that, are you a person that kits everything together, or what's your role?
Yeah, my role is basically that try to speak with my teammates to know how they feel, if I can help with something, try to help the new players fit in the group. And everything they need, even outside the training ground, if they need something, they know they can call me, and I will be there for them. But I think I'm not the only one, because we have players, Boyle, Falk, that as well, they know the culture, Pete, they know the culture of the club, and they try to transmit that as well to the new players. And but my role is like that, speaking with them about the games, try to make him ready for the games, just saying things like, if you're gonna play, do that, or try to express yourself. Don't be worried about nothing. Do your best, because I'm not with them during the day at the pitch, So it's hard to be close at them at the moment. But my role now is just trying to help them in everything I can.
Now I'd like to move to a period which have affected us all, the corona, the COVID-19. I imagine that you were somehow isolated in a period. We all saw that with the waffles with Nutella and something like that. How hard was it on you? We have also heard that you've been at Ståle Solbakk's house to eat. How hard was it for you that time?
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard because I'm living alone. Everybody knows I have my two kids and the rest of my family in Portugal. And you are facing a pandemic, and you don't know when you're going to see the people you love the most, and be close to them in the difficult period. I couldn't be close to them. I could see they was sad because they couldn't be close to me. And I was a little bit worried that I would spend all my days alone. And that is hard, but to be fair, it's hard every day of my days here in Denmark, because I'm far away for the two most important persons in my life. It's for a reason, but yeah, the pandemic was hard moments.
So when you're together with your children, you have to compensate for not being a full-time father. Then I guess there's a lot of connection.
Yeah, and this is a situation that you need to deal. It's a kind of you try to learn how to be father again. You learn how is the basic days of them, like standing up, going to school, preparing everything, and it's something I'm not used to do it. So you need to become again a father. We need to try to build connections in 3 months when you are on vacations. That is not so easy, and sometimes it makes you doubt what kind of parent I am, or if I'm doing right, if I'm doing wrong. So it makes you doubt a lot of things.
I think all parents doubt, at least I can say, speak for myself, what's right to do and what's not right to do. But of course, it's a special thing that you have, that you're not together with your kids every day.
Yeah, so we try to make the best of our times together, and enjoy, and bring some happiness, bring some love. And when it's the time to come back again and leave them, it destroyed my heart. It destroyed the heart of my kids. But like I say, is people in the worst positions than mine. Is kids in the worst position than mine. We don't have kids. We don't have parents, sorry. And so it's gonna make us strong. Probably gonna make us have a bigger connection. And in the end, I'm doing what I'm doing for them to have a better life, and me too.
And what about your mother? You talked about your mother in the beginning. Is she still alive, and do you still have a
my mother? Yeah, my mother is alive.
So I guess she misses her kid as well.
Yeah, like my mom is everything. She deserves everything. What I am today, and what I'm doing today, I speak with her every day, because she's the love of my eyes, everything, because we have spent so many things together. Because I lost my father when I was 10 years old, and she was doing father and mother. And so, yeah, she's like you said before, I'm the captain, I'm the heart, I'm the legend, yeah, but I can say she's all of that.
Does she follow your football career and watch your matches, or is she?
Yeah. She will watch every game. She knows as well, like when we lose, she knows she cannot call me after. So
she has to wait a little bit to call
to the next day and to call and to speak with me. But most of the times in the end of the games, she just call me and we talk, and she say I'm happy. She don't understand football and the rules and everything. She just understand, like, if I win, is everything okay? And she's happy, I'm happy. So she's trying to follow a lot.
If we go back to football here, suddenly Ståle Solbakken was away. A lot of people was away from the club. How have you been dealing with all the changes during the last year?
Yeah, it's normal in football. We are all the time having changes. Coaches, staff, I don't know, people who works with us, basically, in the base days, they are changing. Of course, maybe because Ståle was so long at the club, and it looks, when you see it or when you heard, like, oh, what's going to happen now and everything. And he was a very important person for the club, no doubt. You know better than me. He did amazing things, and he is in the heart of everybody. And of course, it comes a new coach with new ideas. Who's coming PC with the new ideas too, and so they are clear what they want from us. And at the moment they are clear what they want, so we just need to follow the ideas and just adapt. And I think the football players they have this ability to adapt to new things in life, football life, you know.
Was it a big challenge for you suddenly to play with a new coach and something like that?
No, it was not a big challenge, but you know, I came in the I came because Ståle wanted me. He made me the captain. He gave me so much responsibility, and he gave me the opportunity to make part of this historical club. So you are used to work with him, you know him, and when it comes a new person, you need to know that person, you need to have some talk, so that is normal. So to see the point of view, what you want him to know how I am, even though he knows me on the pitch, but he don't know what I am as a person, and that of course it takes some time, but I think the coach as well, he try and he did it to be close to everyone and to fast the process, getting more fast this process, and was would make it more easy.
One of the things Ståle did was to make you and Rasmus Falk a couple in the midfield. And it's no secret that both you and I are a big fan of Rasmus Falk. Can you reveal something about your relations with Falk on the pitch?
Yeah, my relation with Falk on the pitch is like is such a good relation that we don't need to talk with each other. We need just to look at each other. And we understand each other like this, just by looking. I know if I'm in the difficult situation on the pitch, if I give him the ball, I know he will help me with that situation. He knows if he's in the same difficult situation, he knows I will help him. And I always say, like, don't worry too much about defend, because I think this is one of my strengths, and just be in the position when we defend, and when we have the ball, you are for me the magician, the guy who make it happen. So I don't need you here. Just go and do whatever you are the best. And yeah, I think we speak the same way of football, and that makes easier relationship inside the pitch and outside.
If we talk a bit about yourself, you have signed a contract with Copenhagen until summer 23.
23,
yeah. Will you share some of your thoughts regarding the rest of the time? Could you extend the contract? What is your thoughts about that?
Yeah, at the moment, my thoughts is really to come back and show to everyone, to show to myself that I can come back at the same level that I was, and I'm sure I will. I still with 1 more year contract. I don't know what is going to be the intentions of the club, and I think this is not the time even for me or for the club to speak about, because I have this injury. They don't know. They cannot take that risk to talk about that with me, but yeah, I don't know what it can happen in the future. I don't know what is the decision of the club. And
these days, nobody knows anything.
Yeah, nobody knows everything, anything. But yeah, let's see what it brings us to the table. But what I want the most is come back on the pitch again. Make everybody proud.
You lived many years as a professional footballer, and it comes, I guess, with an extreme pressure, because everything you do is being watched, everything you do on the pitch is being evaluated. How did you learn yourself to live with that kind of pressure and cope with that week after week?
I learned that in Greece, because I was a person who was dealing really bad with the bad comments, and in Greece I had some moments that I could read or translate some things that journalists comment about my performance, and that makes me feel bad, and I was sometimes really sad because of that comments. So I start to don't read anything else, don't give so much attention of the good things and the bad things, that at the moment the pressure I need to deal is my own pressure, the one I put to myself. And I learned that I finish the game and I'm happy what I have done, I'm in peace. And I know as well, if I'm finished the game and I'm not feeling, I'm the first one who is blaming myself and killing myself and be disappointing at myself, even though a lot of people could be disappointed. But I think it's more difficult and to be disappointing with to yourself, you know, and deal with that emotion. And so I try to don't really think what people is talking about me, and don't give too much attention to that, because it will not bring me so many good things.
Have you tried to help some of your teammates, because the internet can be a very bad place to be sometimes? What did you say? Do you say anything to your teammates about don't look, or what?
Yeah, I think it's difficult for the Danish players, because wherever they can do, the news is there and you can read. I have that who plays on my favor, that I cannot understand Danish. Even though if they read they text like Zeca is the best, I don't know if they are saying I'm the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I try to saying to them like what I say. Just be happy what you are doing. Of course, not every game is going to be the best, but every player we have here, they have quality and they are good players. So they just need to focus more on that and try to show to them like you are a good player, you are a big player.
Listen to the coach.
Yeah. And follow just the process. And people who is from outside, really, that the opinion of them, it doesn't make you better. You are the one who makes better yourself. So try to deal with that, because it's going to be there all the time, and don't give so much importance to that comment.
So you're injured at the time, you're on a contract here to 23. Of course, we hope to see you back. But there's not so long till you can look into a life after a football career. Have you given any thoughts of what that life would be and who Carlos Zeca is if he's not a football player?
Yeah, that is...
not that we hope it will be soon, but sometime.
Yeah, I mean, my contract is finished here when I'm almost doing 35, and I don't pretend to finish there. I pretend to continue play, but at a certain point, I would like to be an agent, to work with players, try to make the same that my agent did to me, bring me out from nothing, and help them to have a better life for them, for their families, and see them shining somewhere in the world. And I think this is what I can help with. So when most on the end of my career, I will start to prepare myself really good for that.
Special Agent Zeca.
Special Agent 007.
Okay, Zeca, we hope that will be a long way to your pension as a footballer, because we love to see you on the pitch every Sunday.
Thank you. At the end of this interview, I would like to. I read something. I write something yesterday. I would like to give you a little tribute and express our gratitude. Your personality, your effort on the field, and all of you. You are a fantastic ambassador for Copenhagen and football in general. A personality with a big heart, as we talked about, seldom seen in normal in football nowadays, with such a great affection for our club. I speak for all of us when I say that we are very grateful for all that you are doing for FC Copenhagen. You are a fantastic person and an example to follow.
I have something to say too. This is the things we get from football, you know. Yeah. When I finish my career, and sorry because it's hard because of my injury and hear that, but is in these moments that you stop and you think at yourself like, okay, I'm not perfect, nobody is. I have my mistakes and I have done and I will continue to do it. But I'm trying to do the best to help the others, to help the club, to be better for myself. And I need to say the people of FCK, the fans from FCK, the people who, like you, just come here and just say that to me. I want to say as well, thank you very much, because I couldn't do all of that or be all of that kind of person that you just say without the help of my teammates, the people on the club, the fans. So they give me everything and every tool to be this person. And for me, I just need to say thank you. I appreciate a lot. And yeah, this is the beautiful part of football I will take in my heart.
Thank you, Carlos Zeca.
Thank you.
Thank you.